Okay, right, this will be a funny one. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. This one's going to be a funny. So I'm wondering, we're going to keep it on that, stuff it. Full colour. I'm actually wondering if we're going to make it into a dual colour job, but we're going to start with full colour. This will be a funny one. This one's going to be quite small. We're going to take a small. So I'm wondering if we're going to kill that off and we're just going to hit it 400. The area we're trying to copy is really small. So now we're just going to set these up. I was thinking of making it a full colour image, but we're going to start it as a full colour and then make it into a dual colour. So let's see how we can make this one look. A bit of lightness there. So we're going to leave cyan. We're going to add black. Cyan is going to be left because we're trying to emphasise red or orange or something like that. Let's see what we got. I found it. It's Heinz tomato ketchup. It hasn't even been opened. I found it when I was at a coffee shop and I just thought I'd take the opportunity to use this as part of my demos, like I normally do, trying to be resourceful here, so to speak. So let's see if we can make this come up a treat. Yeah, ketchup. I wonder what the difference is between ketchup and tomato sauce, because ketchup is the American word. I've always been brought up with it being called tomato sauce, but I think ketchup's a little bit more orange than red, whereas tomato sauce is more red than orange, but that looks quite nice. I'm actually wondering, we're not going to use that as a dual colour, we're going to make that into a full colour mirror image, so I'm wondering if we can just discard it now. I don't have a use for it anyway. Now I'm just going to enlarge it on the horizontal, so I'm going to make it touch the edge to make it look better. So I'm just going to put it on the glass like that, and we're just going to, because we're enlarging, we don't want the borders to be too big. The borders normally get big when you enlarge, so we're enlarging on the horizontal, so we've got to cover that up. And let's see if we can make this come up a treat. So now we're just going to switch it to copied paper, and we're just going to change the zoom. We're going to make the zoom. So the vertical is going to be 100. Horizontal is what we're interested in distorting, or should I say enlarging rather. We're going to make it 150. And we're just going to change things around a bit. I think we can put that to standard now, and text enhance I think will stay. Colour adjust. The copy density is already in the middle. Now we can just put the cyan back. It still looks good even without too much cyan. As I said, I was intending on making it a dual colour job, but now I've decided to make it full colour because it looks so good. So let's see how we go. Finish and then start. Oh, I just pressed the start button twice by accident. Oh shit, so easy to do that. I just hope I don't get another copy of the same thing come out. Didn't. I don't know why that happened. Anyway, that looks interesting. And we've actually turned, with the hue control, we've actually made it more magenta than red. And I'm also thinking, I'm wondering if we're just going to keep it like that size, or if we're just going to keep it like that, and we're just going to, I sort of feel it might be nicer to pull it that way, but my intuition's telling me something else. So I'm wondering, yes, we're going to do it. We're going to change it. Just as I was thinking, we're going to make this a bit wider as well, so we also have to cover up, we have to also overlap so we don't get the nasty borders, especially where we're joining up the pieces to make the mirror image. So we're just going to try and keep the borders from getting too large. So now the vertical has to be worked on now. We've got to do some vertical work. So now we're just going to change it to 130 for the vertical. So we're just going to make this look a little bit better. So let's just hit the start key and see what happens. Yeah, and see what happens. Haha. You get that with copier configuration art, as I call this version. So let's see how we've made that look. So that looks a lot better. You can see it's now wider. So I'm wondering if we're going to take it even higher. So it's still not high enough. So it looks nice, but now we just have to now make the vertical even higher. So we're going to make the vertical as well. So we're going to make the vertical. We're going to punch in 150. We're going to be daring and make it that big. I'm wondering if we're going to maybe make this one a bit smaller. Maybe. I don't think we needed that much. So we're just doing some gear changes here. I wasn't expecting this ketchup to look any good. Hence the reason why I was going to do a dual colour. But this has come up really well. So let's see how that looks. That looks a lot better. I think it's good we got a bit more on the bottom and it's closer to the edge now. So I'm wondering, what if we're going to go even higher with this? If we're going to make that come straight to the edge. So let's see what we're going to do with the vertical. Come on, Conica. Vertical. So vertical has got to go. Going to make vertical 100, making it now 170. We're up in the ante now. Let's see how this looks. So this piece of ketchup, this bit of restaurant ketchup, I don't know where it came from. I was at a coffee shop. I think maybe it was to do with something that the person was eating in the coffee shop. But that looks good now. It's touching the edge. So I'm thinking now we're going to keep it at that size and we're going to start to assemble the mirror image that we're going to make out of this. So we're just going to hit off another one just like it and then 2 mirror images. So let's see how we go. But ketchup, fancy that. Fancy photocopying a tube of ketchup or whatever you call it, bag of ketchup or whatever. Let's see how we go. But at least the borders are nice and tight. The borders are beautifully tight, which I really like. So that's come up really well. So now we're just going to put in 2, and we're just going to hit off. We're just going to make this into mirror image, and let's see how we go. Okay, let's see how these have come out. These are our mirrors. So we're just going to make sure these come close enough together, like touching the corners. And we're just going to now add our mirrors to make this Heinz tomato ketchup look interesting. So make it look really good. So this is our first mirror that we're going to slot in. We just nudged out. Oh, I hate it when I nudge things. It's just annoying. So I just got to gently reposition that one. And we're just going to slot this one in. Oops. I think we've nudged it too much. Too much nudging has caused this terrible problem. So we're just going to slide it down a bit further. Not too much, hopefully not. So just got to gently move it. I think, so there you have it. There's our, it's not perfectly as close, I think it's good enough. It looks really nice. So this has turned out a lot better than I expected for a tube or a bag of ketchup. Gotta go.